Our topic today is corruption. Today, we are going to be looking at the meaning of corruption. Yes, we'll look at the meaning of corruption, the problems of corruption, the solution to the problems of corruption. And oftentimes, people ask this question: is corruption simply stealing? And others will ask, how does corruption stop a government from doing what it's supposed to do? Corruption is a dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power. Okay, it involves bribery. So first, let's look at the meaning of corruption. Corruption, this is when someone uses their authority in a wrong way to earn money or to get more power. Or you can say that corruption could also be defined as a dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, typically involving bribery. So in this image before you, you can see a man through the back taking money. This is seen as bribery, and it is what? Corruption. So we said corruption is when someone uses their authority, those in charge of a particular thing, people using the power they have, people using their authority in wrong way to either earn money or to get more power. So it's a dishonest way, it's a fraudulent conduct by those in power, and it involves bribery. Okay? So corruption aids other crimes like extortion, bribery, embezzlement, drug trafficking, money laundering, and human trafficking. Okay? So we said, is corruption simply stealing? So what's the difference between corruption and stealing? The key difference with common stealing is that people who break into the house and steal, they have no authority over the house property. What I said is that, is corruption simply stealing? And I said the key difference with common stealing is that people who break into a house and steal have no authority over the property, over those properties in the house. And people who carry out a corrupt act do have that trust as a public office holder. Okay, they are in authority. So those people who carry out a corrupt act do have that trust as a public office holder of some sort and abuse it for their own gain. They abuse it for their own gain. So people who still don't have authority over the property they steal, okay, but people who are corrupt or who do corrupt practices, they have that, they are entrusted with public office. They are entrusted to hold a public office, so they abuse it for their own gain. And it is this abuse of public trust that explains why civil society groups and others see corruption as a more serious crime than typical common stealing. So corruption is done by those that are in power, those that are in authority, those that have, those that are in charge, okay? But stealing is done by people who are not in authority of the property they are stealing. So when somebody breaks into your house to steal something or somebody picks your item, that person does not have authority over what they stole. Okay, so that's not corruption, that is stealing. But corruption is when people in authority abuse their office in order to gain favor, in order to have more power. So we have said that abuse of public trust that explain why civil society groups and others see corruption as more serious crime than typical stealing. Okay, so let's look at the problems of corruption in Nigeria. First, a corrupt government wastes money that belongs to all Nigerian citizens. Secondly, a corrupt government does not do its job properly and honestly. Yes. The third one is corrupt officials spend Nigerians' money on their personal business. Okay. So let's look at the images of campaigns against corruption in Nigeria. Look at this image, okay? You see two men carrying a banner saying, "Fight corruption." That is it, yes. They are trying to send the message that corruption is not good, that corruption should be fought, okay, in all its ramifications. Let's see another image. Now, this other image is a group of civil society carrying placards saying, "Say no to government wastages." So these messages are campaigns against corruption. Let's see another image. This is an image of a boy wearing a customized t-shirt saying, "Kill corruption, not Nigerians." Yes, he's saying kill corruption, not Nigerians. Okay, so this is an image of a boy, okay, and other members in this group trying to pass a message and bring a campaign against corruption. Now, let's see the solutions to the problems of corruption in Nigeria. The first one, the government should punish offenders. Anyone caught in the act of corruption should be punished. Yes. The second one, the government should empower the citizens to reduce poverty. The government should empower the citizens to reduce poverty. Okay, they can encourage and empower some persons to start up a barbing salon business, or a hairdressing business, a tailoring business, or any business that could help them to survive and reduce poverty. The third solution is that government should strengthen the rule of law. Yes, the government must make sure that the law is king, and whoever that is caught in the act of crime must be tried according to the law. There won't be any partial treatment when it comes to the rule of law. Those offenders that are caught in any crime will be judged according to the law. The fourth solution to the problem of corruption, government should empower the law enforcement agencies. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, the ICPC, government should encourage these agencies, the police, so that they can work firmly to see that corruption is brought to the barest and curbed to the lowest end. And the government should make the judiciary independent. That is, they shouldn't interfere in the judgment that the judiciary pass. So government must make the judiciary independent. Another one is that government should encourage campaigns against corruption in Nigeria. Government should encourage people to campaign against corruption in Nigeria, and even government should campaign against corruption in Nigeria. Okay, now that is what that. Let's look at, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video educative. Remember to complete your assignment, and do ensure to ask your questions using the questions box on the portal. See you next time.